In a world obsessed with instant results, persistence has quietly become a superpower. Everyone wants success, but few are willing to wait for it. Fewer still are willing to fight for it. We admire winners, but we forget how long they struggled before they became overnight successes. The truth is simple. Persistence beats talent when talent doesn't persist. You can be smart, gifted, or lucky, but if you don't stay consistent when things get hard, you'll never see your full potential. The path to greatness is not lined with comfort. It's paved with persistence. Most people begin with excitement. Starting something new feels good. A new business, a new relationship, a new goal. Motivation is high, energy is fresh, and everything feels possible. But motivation has a short lifespan. Eventually, reality arrives. Things take longer, effort feels heavier, and progress seems invisible. That's the point where most people quit. Not because they are weak, but because they expect quick rewards. Life, however, doesn't pay in advance. It tests your patience before it gives you progress. Persistence means staying after the excitement has faded. It's showing up when no one claps for you. It's working while others sleep, pushing while others rest, and believing when no one else does. Every major success story shares one element: persistence. Every major success story shares one element: persistence. Thomas Edison failed more than 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked how he felt about failing so much, he replied, "I didn't fail. I found 10,000 ways that didn't work." That's not genius, that's persistence disguised as optimism. Colonel Sanders was rejected over 1,000 times before someone agreed to sell his fried chicken recipe. Imagine how much rejection that is. Most people quit after 5 no's. He faced more than 1,000 and kept knocking on doors. Today, KFC feeds millions of people around the world because one man refused to quit. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, was rejected by 12 publishers. Walt Disney was once fired because his boss said he lacked imagination. These stories aren't fairy tales. They are reminders that persistence is what separates dreamers from achievers. People quit for many reasons, but the most common one is pain. The pain of failure, of being misunderstood, of trying hard without seeing results. Pain has a way of shouting louder than purpose. When things go wrong, your mind whispers doubts. You're not good enough. You're wasting your time. You should stop. Persistence means talking back to that voice. It means saying, "Maybe I'm tired, maybe it hurts, but I'm not done yet." Pain isn't proof that you're failing, it's proof that you're growing. Every muscle in the gym grows through resistance, not comfort. The same is true for your spirit. The moments that make you want to quit are often the moments that shape your future strength. Persistence without purpose is exhaustion. Persistence with purpose is power. When you know why you're fighting, you can endure almost anything. Many people lose motivation not because they are lazy, but because they don't have a clear why. When your goals are rooted in purpose, when they mean something beyond comfort or ego, your persistence becomes unshakable. A person with a strong reason can survive any season. Purpose gives direction to persistence. It turns obstacles into lessons instead of excuses. It makes you unstoppable, not because you never fall, but because you always get up. Persistence isn't glamorous. It's messy, awkward, and sometimes funny. You've probably made a resolution before, maybe to wake up early or exercise every day. On day 1, you're unstoppable.
On day 2, you're still motivated. By day 3, you're negotiating with your alarm clock like it's a hostage situation.
That's the human side of persistence, the imperfect struggle to keep doing something that matters. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be consistent. Progress doesn't require perfection, it only requires showing up again. Even when you fail, if you try again, you're already winning. Persistence is less about success and more about survival. The art of showing up one more time than you fall down. Every persistent person goes through a hidden season, the invisible phase. This is the time when your effort seems to bring no reward. You're working, but nothing's happening. You're improving, but no one notices. It feels like shouting into the void. This phase is where most people give up, but ironically, it's also where real transformation happens. Seeds grow underground before they break through the soil. The silence before success is not emptiness, it's preparation. Those who persist through the invisible phase are the ones who eventually stand on visible stages. Persistence isn't only about hard work, it's about faith, believing that your effort will eventually bear fruit even when there's no evidence yet. Faith gives persistence its fuel. You water the plant not because you see it growing, but because you believe it will. You keep pushing not because success is guaranteed, but because giving up guarantees failure. Faith turns waiting into working. It tells you that just because it's taking time doesn't mean it's not happening. Everything meaningful takes longer than expected, but it's always worth it. There was once a young man who dreamed of building a better life. He faced rejection after rejection. Every time he tried something new, it failed. People mocked him, told him he was wasting his time, and laughed at his ambition. But he kept going. He learned, he adjusted, and he tried again. Years later, the same people who laughed started asking him for advice. The same community that ignored him began celebrating his achievements. That's what persistence does. It turns mockery into motivation and pain into purpose. The road didn't get easier. He just got stronger. If you're in that same place, facing failure, fighting doubt, remember this: persistence is what bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Persistence is often a lonely fight. There's no applause in the dark. No one sees you working when everyone else is relaxing. But those invisible hours build the visible results. The process molds your character long before it rewards your efforts. Sometimes, persistence means standing tall, even when your knees are shaking. It means doing your best, even when no one notices. It means believing that the day you stop trying might be the day before the miracle happens. If there's one lesson to remember, it's this: persistence doesn't promise a smooth journey. It promises transformation. Every setback teaches you resilience. Every failure sharpens your focus. Every delay builds your discipline. You're not failing, you're forming. You're not losing, you're learning. You're not done, you're developing. The most powerful thing you can do is keep going. When you feel tired, rest, but don't quit. When you feel discouraged, remember how far you've come. And when you think it's over, remind yourself, the story isn't finished yet. Greatness rarely announces itself. It grows quietly through persistence. So keep pushing, keep believing, keep becoming. Because persistence isn't just an act, it's a mindset, a habit, a way of life. It's the difference between I wish and I did. It's the power that turns dreams into reality.